So I really wanted to that yo, bro, that's fucking crazy. I was gonna really ask you if you've been doing the fucking Nasdaq and the S&P because it moves fast, and I really want to fuck with a fast pairing. You know what I mean? And I wanted to use
Hmm.
your concept with that, and that's crazy how you already have it up here. That's fucking crazy. Um, um, but yeah, if you could record this and send me this, I wanted to ask you: can you use the same, like, what's the rules with this? Is it same as Forex, or are
For
you
sure.
doing
It's
the
actually
same
better.
number?
It's actually better. It's better than Forex because NAS and SPX and US 30, they go off straight numbers and they're US companies. So the 100, 200, 300, and 150, 250, 350, those 50s and hundreds are way better.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Goddamn. Okay. Shit, I wasn't expecting you to say that. What would your so since you're going like that, if you was to take me from the day when you first went on the chart, like what would you look at first in order to see where you're at to start trading this?
Can you see my screen?
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
okay, okay. I was just making sure, huh? Let me
Like
see.
say this wasn't there and you wanted to randomly take me to the chart and randomly see where you would look for buys or sells.
Uh-huh.
What would you do? If none of this was there, like say you just got on the chart.
Just
Yeah,
right here, right now. Okay, so let me show you how I broke this down with the client that trades this SPX uh, down to the daily. Let me clear all this up. All right,
exactly. Yeah,
so I
take me
see
from that.
I see that we are on the daily, that we were in buys. We all understand that we are in buys, but we see how all these candles that are right here, how they're starting to bunch up all together, meaning that there's something above here that they're not trying to break past. Whatever it is, it's a specific price. So let's see what price that is that price is not trying to break through. Uh,
Oh, at that. No, okay, yeah,
Let me see. Yeah, it's a whole number, right? I see it. I'm just trying to get to it. I think it's just 7,000. 7,000. Boom. So let's take that away. Let's take this away. We understand we're in buys overall, but even on the daily, when we tap this price right here, it instantly drops. And it
yeah.
drops a good amount of points. And it drops 221 points, which is a lot. So, and it came back up and dropped even more. Came back up, dropped even again. So you could easily just got in on the sales coming on the 4 hour and easily could have got in on these sales right here. This is just getting ahead, but this was, cake. Anyways, that was a simple trade right there. But we're on the 4 hour, so we're gonna take this away. Now that since we already know that every time we touch this, we start dropping off. So we touched it, so we're dropping off. I have to look for sales if we did it one time, dropped off, two times, dropped off, three times, dropped off, four times, dropped off. We're on the 4 hour. So since we dropped off that many times, I'm only gonna do what history did, and I'm gonna take the sales, ride the sales with it. So when we dropped off right here, all I'm doing is I'm gonna look for my next resistance area. It can't be anywhere within this big candle because this is all I have to go off of. But I have more to go off of if I'm right here and right here and right here, I can see where this was and I can see where this was. But if I'm right here, all I have is this. So I have to go off of what is my whole number area for right here. So let me take this away and let me put it. Let's see what 50 does. All right, so boom, we're at our 50. So I have to take sales at the 50. We can drop it down to the 30. 30 as the entry. And every time it drops below this price right here, 6850. I know that we are always selling below this because you can see as we just broke this right here, right now in front of you. Anytime it's below here, you can see that it's dropping off. But if it's above this line, you can see we have buys, buys, buys. But when it's below this line, it's all drop, drop, drop,
Yep, yep.
drop, drop, drop. So I'm gonna hop in. I think this was the trade before we broke everything off, or it was over here, but this is the sell.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then what for your entries, what are you looking for then? Or are you just buying at that number, you're just saying fuck it, stop loss right
Stop
above
loss.
it and I'm
Yep. hmm Because we
yeah.
already knew we were selling. We already knew we were selling from the daily, the 4 hour, and the 30 minute, even though the overall buys, but like I broke down, when we hit this number, it keeps dropping and dropping and dropping. Oh, you'll see it better on the 4 hour. Once it hits this number, it drops. I'm gonna be honest with you, the perfect entry is up here.
Yeah.
That's the perfect entry. Anything down here is just a blessing. I'm catching what's already dropping. But
Yeah.
the real move is what's up here.
Yeah, those lines, yeah. Yeah. And so what would you look for buys now at this area? You would look for price to be above that basically.
So for buys, let me clear this. So before we started, let me go up a time frame so you can see it more clear. And I'm pretty sure if I do it like this, you'll see it even more clear. So before we started ranging like this, like you don't have no clear up, you don't have no clear down. It's just
Yeah.
all this is up, and then now we're just ranging. So you don't know what we're doing. So all I'm gonna be doing is since I'm already know, like we said, we're in our buys, I'm just gonna be at supports. So this is support, this is support. This is where I would look for the buys at.
Yeah. Once it comes back down into these ranges. Yeah.
And then we can either put this at the 50 or the 700. Take this away. So shoot, you just waiting. I mean, you're only 2 pips away. You know what I mean? From
Yeah.
just letting it
Yeah.
tap the line and taking off of the buy.
What time frame would you suggest to be on for that S&P so I can see that reversal, like see, okay, it's getting to this area, it's about to get,
Honestly, the thing about SPX and NAS and US 30, it looks so much cleaner on a 4 hour, but it's so volatile that you can't take no trades on a 4 hour. But you see
yeah, yeah,
how smooth it looks for them
yeah,
sales it was on the 4 hour. Like it's like all it has to do is just tap it, and all you're doing is getting in the trade. This is
yeah,
the 4 hour. So you see how smooth it looks on the 4 hour?
yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah,
And
yeah,
these are all opportun 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 opportunities of just being at this line. And these are 4 hours. So that's 4 hours for one candle that you just sitting right here going up and down for 4 hours. And you got multiple of them.
until it finally drops. Yeah,
So that's the only thing you got to sit in that 4 hour candlestick. But you know what I mean?
once it's ready. Yeah.
Yeah. And once it's ready, it goes.
What time frame would you suggest for that? For like the currency, like well, especially S&P, because out of all three pairs, I heard US 30 is the faster one. I'm not trying to fuck with that, but
Yeah, it is.
I
It is
heard,
the lower. So it's the lower it goes, the more volatile it'll be because it's 30. There's 30 companies in US 30. There's 100 companies in NAS 100. There's 500 companies in SPX. So you have more leeway of moving up and down on SPX than on US 30. It's 30 companies. So if something happens to one of those companies, it's a big hit because there's only 30.
got you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. So what would you suggest, right? If and just hear me out, right? There's a
hmm
few times, and I'm just trying to quiet the noise, right?
hmm
Like, say I'm at resistance. Like if you zoom in a little bit, right,
Right
to
here.
like the resistance level. Yeah, yeah. But go to the left though.
hmm
Go to that left where it peaked its head right above resistance.
Right here.
Right there, yeah. So if you zoom in on that, right?
Mhm.
Like, what would you suggest, right? Where a person, you know, they want because I'm not gonna lie, like I see where a lot of times you have one of the, and bro, like, I have to say this, and I think it's more mental for a lot of people why we're not successful is because we can't believe it's true. Like, you have a strategy, bro, that I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest. You know, even though I paid for it, even though I know it's true, and I know it's true, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Hmm.
For some strange reason, um, mentally, I don't know why. I'll either jump out of trade or I'll either get faked out because it'll do this, right? Where it'll peek its head above and I'm in drawdown and it's not going my way. And I'm like, no, no, nope, 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 nope. And I jump out and boom, it goes my way. Like, what would you suggest to confirm for a person
I
like
know
me?
exactly what that is. That's called you're not believing in yourself, you're not believing in your trade, you're just pulling out. You know, the thing with that's wild is why how come you don't pull that you don't close the trades when they're in your profit as fast as you trade pull it when you're in drawdown? You know what I mean? Or did
Yeah,
I say that
yeah,
backwards? Like you
yeah,
pull it, you don't let your profits run, but you let the drawdown run. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Why do you think that is? Just curious. I feel like you don't trust yourself. You don't believe in your trade. You have to believe in your trade. But the weird thing is why do you feel like you don't let, when you're in profit, you're ready to pull it out. But when you're in drawdown, you rather hold it. That's
And
I,
that's a fact. I don't know. And but believe it or not, you've proved that to me where you're like, bro, like tight stop loss. Like, we're not, you know what I mean? Like, if it's going the right way, it needs to go the right way. We're not trying to lose, give them all this money, you know.
yeah.
And I get that 100%, 100%. But I also understand too, I gotta trust the wicks too. Like, do you
Mhm.
have something that you can give me where I gotta trust the wicks?
Nobody can trust the Wicks, man. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I can only go off of like, hey, don't pass my, so if we're in sales, don't to a certain percent if you want 10 pips or 20 pips, that's your count, call that like a red light. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. No, no. I'm saying, like, for like under my resistance line. Like, you see how I seen those like 2, 3 hits and it
mhm,
sold off.
right
Like,
here.
I want to be able to get back to that place and be like, yo, once we get here and I see prices rejecting, I'm usually going to get a second time. And I've noticed that price is not going to just hit one time and jump back from it.
Mhm.
It's usually going to give you 2, 3 chances in that same
And
place
you know
before.
what I think you're asking? I think you're overthinking the whole numbers, man. Because look, if when I get to this whole number, it can be one, two, three, four, five, six of these candles. All it gave me was this little extra. Yeah, sometimes we're in this. Sometimes I am in drawdown like this. But what saves me and gives me all my confidence to where I can walk away is if I sold at this number. And if this number is at this number, 20, I need to get out.
What you mean? So okay, take that back one time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That just messed me up. Yeah,
I enter right here. So if I enter right here, there is no reason I should be in drawdown past this line because I just did 20 pips. Like you see 20 pips or 20 points. So this is a
yeah.
20-point stop loss. This is a 10-point stop. You can see 10 right here. So there's no reason I should be anywhere up here. And
Facts.
that's what I feel like you're holding all this when the conversation is, hey, I get in at whole numbers. So if I get in
Yeah,
at whole numbers and if I'm in sales and if I'm buying, I mean, if I'm just in sales, then this going up 20 points like this, and you see this is where that blue line is, like
that's the
that's,
most. Yeah, that's the
yeah,
most I
like I
needed.
shouldn't be
Yeah,
in the trade. I need to get out the trade.
yeah, yeah. No, I've been cutting my losses quick now. Fuck that. Yeah, I stopped the drawdown. Once I see it doesn't look like once I feel it don't look good, and I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah, if you fit, think about it like this. If you feel it, get out. If you feel it at, $10, $20, like just you don't lose nothing just getting out. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah,
but if you're like deep in drawdown, yeah. But if you're like $1, $10, $20, take the L on $5 versus 30, 50, 60.
yeah, yeah. Or what about, and again, could somebody pick the middle ground between both? So rather than getting in at the whole number, can they still look at the whole number, address the whole number? But what if they wanted a little bit more confirmation? Like they wanted a 30-minute candle to close under that whole number.
Let me see. Like that?
Yeah, like yeah, exactly. Like what if, rather than saying, okay, break of structure to the downside, all of that noise, I'm not saying all of that. But what if they just wanted a 30-minute candle to close under it?
This was perfect. Like this, boom, tapped it, and you're screaming for your second touch. You see the whole loop came back. It didn't touch it, but that's what you, man,
That's
that's an
my
inner.
pullback. Yeah,
That's an
yeah,
inner. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not gonna be
Okay.
perfect, but that's your what if I want extra confirmation?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
your
that's a nice
confirmation.
pullback. Yeah, yep, yep, yeah. No, 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 that's good. And I didn't know that the indices was good for the whole numbers and stuff like that, bro.
Oh, they're
That is a good note.
phenomenal. They're phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Um, hold on, let me write this down.
Bro, we can hop on Zoom calls every day.
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this, right?
Mm-hmm.
What time frame would you suggest for S&P? Cause I really want to mess with this, bro, because of the times that it moves and
Mm-hmm.
it can give you that quick. And if I can apply your stuff with this, I think it'll be quicker, better. And I honestly like because I feel like for me, applying your method to something like this, it's gonna let me know quick in and out, as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to sometimes being in a trade and it's consolidating, and now there's so much anxiety, you know what I mean? Which
Yeah.
has nothing to do with your mentorship, you know what I mean? Like you already did your part,
Mm-hmm.
but there's so much now influence out, so much noise
Mm-hmm.
outside of that because of it's a pair that's just, you know what I mean, doing whatever it needs to do, and that tricks you out, which
Mm-hmm.
is just the mental part, as opposed to this where it can take you out in and out quick. Like, yo,
Yeah.
either you're in or you're out quick. Which I rather
Yeah.
it tells me right away, yo, this ain't for you. You feel
Yeah.
me?
And that's one thing that I can't teach people like mental. Like I can't teach nobody like, hey, press buy, sell, be good with your mental.
Yeah,
Like
no,
I
100%.
can't, there's no way you have to be on the charts, knowing what you're doing, like confident.
No,
Like that's a
100%.
within thing.
No, no, but that's why I like this. I like the indices because you can know right away
Mm-hmm.
if you in the right side or no. You'll know quick. Yo, are you there or not? And out of all of the pairs, I like the S&P. I can choose to draw down a little bit, but nah.
Mm-hmm.
At this time frame, I'm out. Stop loss been hit. You know what I mean?
For sure, for sure.
So yeah, I like that, man. I like
What I
that,
got a
man.
question. I got questions for you. What got you in day trading?
Just the freedom, bro. I want to be able to like retire fully, bro.
When'd you start?
Thanksgiving. I think I bought your course Thanksgiving. Yeah.
All right, Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving. And you weren't doing day trading before that?
Hell no. No.
No stocks. You have friends that day trade?
Like one dude that's in my club named Mike. You be posting some of his stuff. He day trades. Yeah.
Dude, he being a Mike. I have so many clients, man. You say I post them?
Yeah. You posting him every now and then. Yeah.
Oh, you're friends with him?
Yeah. That's what he's literally in my club. Yeah. And we
Oh,
had
I
we
didn't
had
even know
talked.
y'all was friends.
Yeah, we had talked you up a few times. I was like, yeah, bro. He be, you know what I mean? And,
Mm-hmm.
and, and he's the one that put me on to you, like, yo, bro, make them all one color, bro. Quiet the noise and just buy at. He was the one that really much was like, bro, I look to the left. If I see price hit this place 2, 3 times and it rejected, I'm selling, bro. Or I'm buying at that number. You know what I mean? And quickly I'll know, yo, I'm
Why
on the
y'all
wrong
don't
side of
link?
the right.
Why y'all don't link together? Do y'all like hang out? together?
Well, right now it's the winter time too,
Yeah.
and he's more at work. Like he be working a lot too. Like
Mm-hmm.
he hasn't fully gave it up. The day. You know what I mean? As he
Yeah.
should. He's been doing his thing. Yeah.
Oh
Like
man, y'all should link up, form a little team together. If I would have known that, I would have been told y'all to link up and be like, man, y'all should really it's a lot easier and funner when you got somebody with you. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. No, I'm bro. I'm not gonna lie. I've my problem is nothing outside of your range.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that has taught me, like you've cleaned it up a lot of the noise. It's just again the mental part and now believing what I'm seeing. If I see a
Mm-hmm.
multiple rejections with these wicks and I
Yeah.
see, this is a point, you know what I mean? Not the middle range we're looking at right now, but that, you clearly see that there's a resistance where price gets here, it sells off.
Mm-hmm.
Of course not. I mean, yes, price can get exhausted, 4 or 5 hits, and it can break out. But we also understand, take a chance. Buy it at this whole, sell it at this whole number. Yes, it's not going to 100% all the time. You know what I mean? But we can honestly see multiple times it hit and sold off. We could get some of that. You know what I mean? So
For
I mean
sure,
that's
for
it.
sure.
That's 100%. Where it comes in at, bro. 100%, bro. Thank you, bro. I think that yeah, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. It's just that. Is every time it's just that. I want to just master the S&P, but with those whole numbers, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
you said, it's gonna be cleaner and easier. Oh hell yeah! Like I really want to use that with this, bro. I really want to do that